Hey, what's up, guys? Me, Dom420MLG here. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever story video. Now, this is going to contain a couple, this is going to have, a couple of stories in it, because I have a lot of stories of the topics that I'm going to be talking about today. So, this is going to be about, I'm sure you guys have had these, and if you haven't, then you are the most good person in the world. These people are the teachers that are just the stupidest people. The ones that get you in trouble for the stupidest reasons. Yeah, those teachers. Everyone refers to them in my school as that teacher. It's that bad, guys. Well, I've got some Pixel Gun gameplay for you guys to enjoy while I'm talking. But let's go right into the story. So I have 3 stories I'm gonna freaking tell you guys. So, this story, this is actually the earliest story. So, I'm gonna call this one Mrs. I don't know what I'm gonna call her, but I'm not gonna ever, say real names, but, you know what I'm talking about, right? Just those teachers, the ones that all of the kids in your class referred to as that teacher. Basically, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And I have a lot of stories. And by a lot, like I said to you guys, I mean a lot, guys. Like this teacher. So I had one teacher. She was very strict. I feel like she targeted me and my friends only. Like, she was a cool teacher, but, when you got on her nerves, she got so triggered. So, let's talk about this. So, when I was, working in class, yesterday, or 2 days ago, I decided that I would look at pictures of the topic that I was doing for my essay. Now, when I chose my topic, I like to put pictures in my stuff in case I have to list facts down and print it. So basically I searched up pictures of the thing, and I don't know if you guys know, I was doing Akitas at the time cuz Akitas are my favorite dog breed. But basically what happened was I was looking up pictures of Akitas so I could put that in there, and all of a sudden, one of the dancing banana memes from 2009 came up. Yeah, that's the internet images for you. Yeah, that's just makes a lot of sense to put a dancing banana up where it says to freaking, that was the weirdest death I've ever had, but, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, people. Just throw that on there for just lulz. But, yeah, I found a funny meme from 2009, and it was like a dancing banana, just a harmless little dancing banana, and it was funny. So I showed my buddy, and all of a sudden this teacher, she doesn't scream at me, but she just gets triggered. I said, "Hey dude, look at this," and all of a sudden he freaking I start bursting out laughing. 'Cause it's funny. And all of a sudden, she's like, "Dominic, what were you showing him?" And I'm gonna have to call this teacher something, because I can't just call her that teacher. So we're gonna call this teacher Mrs. freaking Bruno. I don't know, I'm not creative with names. But, basically, I'm not good at this, but basically, she yelled at me, and she's like, "Alright, you come here." And I said, "What?" And she said, "What were you showing him?" And I pulled up the picture, and I said, "This is what I showed Foster." And she's like, "Is that what you're supposed to be doing?" And I said, "No." And I felt like saying so bad, "Nice try," on freaking making me try to feel embarrassed. Because seriously, she said it, pretty loud. It wasn't so loud, but she definitely tried to make me feel embarrassed when she said this, because the way how loud she said it it just wouldn't make sense any other way. So yeah, that basically happened. And I'm going to go into another story. This one was from 3rd grade. We had a sub that was just that stupid of a teacher. Now, if she's watching this, I apologize, but that was freaking stupid of you. And what happened was, I found this one girl. It was like my 2nd day there. This girl was a jerk, man. She was like, oh god. Normally, I don't have a problem with people. As long as you're not a jerk, then yeah. She was a jerk. And what happened was I was going and she all of a sudden, I asked my friend a question and she started yelling at me to say, "Stop talking, Dom." And I said, "Why?" And freaking, I was like, seriously? And as a 3rd grader, I was stupid, and I muttered under my breath, like, teacher's pet. I muttered under my breath, teacher's pet. Now, what happened was, she told on me for calling her a teacher's pet. And I thought in my head, boy, do you have anything better to do than tell on a kid for calling you a teacher's pet? That's just a huge jerk move, if you don't know. But it was stupid. Like, imagine you being a teacher, huh? Like, our school, I like our school a lot because our principal is really cool. Like, I like that principal. He's really cool. And what happens was, freaking, the next day, alright? The next day, she told the teacher, this teacher was stupid. Like, she was a sub, just to let you know. But, so the day after the original teacher's back, and I liked that original teacher. She was pretty chill. She was awesome. And, I can't give away a real name, but she was pretty cool. And what happened was, all of a sudden, I come back the next day, and, she was just doing her job. Like, she said, "Alright, Dom, you're going to the office at around this time." And I was being, like, really little. Started crying because I was really little. And what happened, then I went to the office, and like I said, our principal is really cool. And so he said, "So, I heard you called this girl did you call this girl these words?" And I said, "No, I called her a teacher's pet." And he said, "Really? Because that's not what I have here." And all of a sudden I knew because she claimed she could read lips. And that was the sub, so the original teacher was pretty cool. But freaking, she said, dude, it was sucked. Like, it was just, I just thought in my head, are you that freaking stupid? Like, I guess she thought I said something that was like, frick you, or like the F word or something crazy like that. And I thought, like, oh, this can't be that bad. And freaking, oh my god. Are you that stupid? Like, it's just stupid. Guys, dude, this teacher was retarded. I don't even know how she got a job as a teacher. But she was just so dumb. Like, she said, "Oh, I could read lips. I could read lips." Oh, blah, blah, blah. And she read my lips, apparently, and thought I said something like F you when I didn't. But, yeah, I was like, just, are you that stupid? It was just one of those teachers. And, yeah, I was in the office and I said, "So, yeah, I did not call that girl whatever the heck she thought I did." And he's like, "Are you telling the truth?" And I said, "Yes, I swear I'm telling the truth." And we stared at each other for a couple minutes, and I guess that's why he did that, is because of, like, to tell if someone's lying, they'll start, like, maybe there's a chance that they'll start smiling, because I know, like, some people, if, like, me, for instance, if I'm lying, I'll start to smile, and I can't stare people in the eye. But, yeah, so he said, "Alright, well, then, I'll let you off the hook." And I never even got a pink slip, which I really appreciate him for that, because I thought like, our school does a lot about bullying, But I mean, just getting an office referral for calling a girl a teacher's pet is pretty far-fetched. So, yeah, I got let off the hook, and I didn't get a pink slip. So, that was a really good part about that. So, let's go back really far away. This was in kindergarten. Now, I may have ADD, but I definitely don't suffer from short-term memory loss. Now, no offense to you people who do. In fact, I have a friend that has short-term memory loss, and he's really cool. But, yeah, so I don't have short-term memory loss, but like I said, no offense to the people who do. I have a friend that has short-term memory loss, but he's really cool, guys. He's really cool. So, this is really far back. Now, what happened was dude, it's kind of, guys, it's kind of blurry because it was in kindergarten, but I'm just gonna recite as much stuff as I possibly can. Now, we had this kindergarten teacher. Everyone hated her pretty much. And she was just so annoying, and it was just like, seriously, you gave me in trouble for this. Now, I was in kindergarten, so getting in for recess was a really bad, it was like really bad for me, because we were in kindergarten. Now, I ended up moving schools between then, but, this school was like, they said, oh, stop bullying, and this teacher was not any more than a bully herself, because she just wouldn't like take any freaking like mercy, dude. So I had a friend, I don't know if he's watching this, but I haven't seen him in like years. Like, I haven't seen him since second grade, and yeah, I'm not gonna give away, but freaking, it was stupid. Like, I looked at my friend. We were talking a lot in kindergarten. Like, I can't pay attention, but yeah. So we were pretty good. Like, we were talking a lot, and we ended up getting in trouble for that once before. And I looked at him, and what's wrong with looking at him? Like, I stood up and raised my hand, and it was stupid. Like, I was just, I stood up and I raised my hand. And then this girl, this teacher, I don't know if she's still alive to this day. But if she is and she's watching this, yeah, you should remember me. Yeah, she was freaking a jerk, man. No one liked her. But it was stupid reasons she gave people in trouble. Like, it was stupid. Like, one kid got in trouble, for, what's it called? One kid got in trouble for, just leaning over and telling him friend his secret, because little kids, like, being kindergartners, we were so worried about secrets. Like, all of us wanted to know what the secret was. So then they told on him for keeping a secret. Yeah, that was basically one of the reasons. But, what happened was, oh, I can't move. Alright, so what happened was, me and Mason were talking a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna call this kid Mason. So, yeah, that's a decent name. I'm gonna call this kid Mason. Well, what happened was, me and Mason were talking a lot. And, we didn't like each other, but we liked each other as, like, friends. Like, we were, like, best bros, you know? Like, we were best friends. And all of a sudden, I looked down at him, and we were gonna, like, I stood up to say something, and then freaking she screams at me. She was like, Dominic, 5 minutes in for recess. And I said, I just looked at him. I wasn't talking. Now, I mean, I thought she laughed at me, but, like, now when I think about it, I was in kindergarten, and it was funny how I sounded. Like, I was like, but I wasn't talking to him. But, yeah, I have a really high-pitched voice, so that's probably why she started laughing. But, that's still bad teaching, but, yeah, she freaking did that, and she got me in trouble for looking at him. Like, I guess she got the feeling that we were gonna talk or something, which is just stupid, because we weren't talking a lot the day. I mean, I'll give her that. but she already threatened it with us, and I didn't even freaking do anything. Like, I didn't even talk. Well, I talked to the rest day, and then, all of a sudden, I looked down at him, and, because I was standing up, and then she's like, "Dom, 5 minutes in for recess," and I'm like, seriously, nerd? And yeah, that basically happened. And it was just like, you're that freaking stupid. Like, who gets in trouble for looking at someone? And like, me and him were buddies, and I guess she decided that we were gonna talk. But yeah, that's basically most of my stupid freaking teacher stories that I have. I have one more, but I'll save that for a separate video, because this video has already been a while. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to slap the like button in the face. It helps me, my buddies, and my family out a lot. And as always, peace out, everyone. Have a nice day.